Congrats, gentlemen. Congrats, Coach. Okay, a few housekeeping items. The satellite coordinates for this press conference and all press conferences this weekend. 11993.5 vertical, SES-3, 14K, slot D is in Delta 9. Also a reminder for everyone in attendance that flash photography and video recording equipment is not permitted here in the interview room. Also, please silence all your cell phones. And when you ask a question, please identify yourself in the media outlet you're representing. A couple of other items before we get going. Tonight's win by Gonzaga is 15 straight first-round wins for the program. Tied with Kansas, coincidentally, which has also 15 straight first-round victories going into tonight as well. Joining me on the dais is Gonzaga head coach Mark Few, along with junior guard Ryan Nemhard, freshman guard Dusty Stromer, and senior forward Anton Watson. And we'll get going with the opening statement from Coach Few.
Well, hey, I couldn't have been prouder on how our guys attacked the moment of, the first round game in the NCAA tournament. I thought we were as dialed in as we've been on any of the scouting reports and really executed the plan great. We played phenomenal defense, I felt, throughout the whole game. We beat a really, really good team, and we did a great job on some really good players. We guarded Wells really good, Garcia really good, and did our best to limit Richards from three, which we knew was going to be big. So loved our confidence, loved our approach. And again, what'd you say? That's 15 straight?
15 straight first-round wins.
15 straight just, with doing it's amazing. To me, after doing this for 25 years and 10 more as an assistant, I think one of the hardest things to do is win the game in the NCAA tournament. And to do it 15 straight times is just amazing. And the guys deserve all the credit for that.
Thank you, Coach. And now we will open up for questions for our student athletes. Right here, front row.
John Kuhn, Associated Press. This is for all three of you guys. Just looking at the program, having 15 straight first-round NCAA tournament wins, what does it say just about the consistency of the program and what's been kind of the secret to your success year after year after year when you get to March?
We'll start with Anton.
I'll just say just seeing the guys before us and the teams before us, how they gelled and how they played together, it gives us a lot of confidence going in the tournament and knowing that, Gonzaga, when we're in the tournament, we win games. So, I think we just came out prepared today and super confident and, we knew we were going to win this game. So it felt good to get that dub.
Dusty?
I would just say it comes down to just us being a family. Being a freshman, you don't know what you're going to get when you come see a bunch of new guys and meet a bunch of new people. And, they took me in early, and it's a family environment. So I think that's a big part of why Gonzaga does what they do. So, yeah.
Yeah, I would just say it's a testament to everybody that's been through this program, the coaches, the past players, just the culture we have at Gonzaga and everything we do and how we do it is why you see the results we get. So I think it's just the way Gonzaga does and operates.
Davis Domestic, the Crimson. This question's for all three of you guys. Blowout win. You jumped out to an early 11-4 lead. Could you guys feel it in the huddle early on? That was going to be one of those nights.
I would say so. But we knew we had to be locked in the whole game. They're a dangerous team. They can make threes, and I think we did a good job of just staying solid on defense. And they kind of started getting rebounds, offensive rebounds towards the beginning, but I think second half, towards the end of the first half, we started to shut that down and get more boards. So, I think we're locked in.
I would say, we had a really, really good week of practice. We were all dialed in, and I think just coming into the game, we were super confident, and we were able to get the W, so, yeah.
Yeah, they did a good job, actually. Yeah, they did a good job.
Right here.
Theo Lawson with the Spokesman Review. For Dusty, you come in about the 16-minute mark in the first half after Ben's second foul to see the first shot fall. What did it mean to see the first one fall, and then what was your first tournament experience like, if you could kind of sum it up, and being able to contribute in the way you did?
Yeah, I mean, it's a dream come true to play in March Madness. I mean, it's every kid's dream, to play in the dance. So to be out here with these guys and this group and to just come out and give my all, it was an unbelievable experience.
Okay, right over here.
Cole Forsman, Sports Illustrated Fan Nation Network. For Dusty, you've talked about, leadership around you, Nolan especially, but just how important are these two guys right here to have next to you, and what was it like to have, a big night in your first tournament game?
No, yeah, I mean, these guys have been playing college basketball for a long time, played a lot of games. So, every day in practice I get to learn from these guys. I get to, learn new things in games, and in games they bring the huddle together. And, it was just an unbelievable experience. Like I said, a dream come true.
Right down here.
Matthew Coles, Associated Press. Anton, 13 points, 13 rebounds, 9 assists. Have you had a triple-double before, and what does that mean to you to be able to have that many in each category?
No, I've never had a triple-double, but it feels good. They're kind of playing double in the post, so kind of give me the freedom to pass to my shooters. Dusty, hands ready. I think first 6 minutes I had like 6 assists because everyone was knocking down shots. So, when we're playing like that, it's a little bit. I'm capable of getting triple double, but yeah, it definitely felt good. I was playing with my freedom and just making the right plays. It felt like.
Okay, right here.
Jim from the Spokesman Review for Ryan. Kind of solving the traps, the full court pressure early. I think they went to a 1-3-1 there even, and the one Dusty hit a 3. How'd you deal with kind of keeping your cool, the turnovers down, and making them pay when they tried to get aggressive with it?
Yeah, I just think we were pretty solid in making the right read. We knew they were going to come with doubles in the post, especially, and I feel like our bigs were just patient in there, and they took their time. They saw what they were looking for, and they made the right play. Those guys are super handsy, and if you try and throw it in a tight area, they're definitely going to deflect it or something. So I thought we just did a good job being patient and letting it come to us.
Follow up.
And the importance of the 3, that seemed to, they gave you a lot of 3s. It looked like they left some guys open, but how much did that open up the rest of it?
Yeah, I just think that's how they play. They're going to give up 3s when you double, and I think we just were hands and feet ready today, and we've all been working on our shot all year, and we knocked them down today.
All right, let's check our Zoom participants here on the press conference. If any of you on the Zoom would like to ask a question of the student athletes, please use the raise hand button, and we will get you on. Okay, not seeing any. Do we have any more questions here for our student athletes? One more? Okay, right here.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask Anton and Ryan about the poise that Dusty showed tonight. Big stage, first tournament game, and it obviously contributed a lot, especially with Ben in foul trouble early.
Yeah, when he plays with confidence like that, it helps the team so much. So I think we're all proud of him, and, we want to see that continue. But, yeah, that was huge for us. Ben going in foul trouble, he stepped up to the plate and, hit big shots, played good defense, and that's what we need from him. So, we're all super proud of him.
Yeah, pretty much the same. He's like a spark plug for us off the bench. And when he plays like that with confidence, he's huge for us, and he was huge for us tonight. And look forward to him to keep playing well. It's just what he does.
Any other questions for our student athletes? Okay, we will excuse you. Congratulations, gentlemen.
Good job, fellas. I think Huff smoked a lane, or he would have had a triple.
And now we'll open up with questions for Coach Few. Right down here.
Hey, Coach. Davis Domestic, the Crimson. Congrats on the win. Everything about this game was dominant for you guys. Over 50% from the floor offensively. You hold McNeese to under 35% from the floor, 22% from three. We know y'all have a lot of weapons offensively, but how important is y'all's defensive identity, especially in March?
It's huge. It's huge. And, that's what we were talking about in every timeout and at halftime. That lead was built on, really controlling those guards and, trying our best to keep a shoemate off the glass. That was probably one of the challenges we didn't do a great job of meeting. And then lastly, up until the last 5 minutes or so, we got a little ratty. We took great care of the ball. I mean, they feed off turnovers and get out and run and score a lot of their points in transitions. So I thought we did a really, really nice job of taking care of the ball against a really handsy, anticipatory type defense that does a good job of turning teams over.
Over here.
Mark, first half, I'm not sure they had a three, but the dribble drive, the penetration that I think you guys were worried about, why were you effective dealing with those guys?
We hit our coverages really, really well. The guys, I was after them all week, and even at shoot-around had to get after them to really echo our communication and be forceful about it. And then I thought we did a great job of vertically contesting. That's been kind of hit or miss all year, but, we told them and showed them stuff about that 2017 team that, made the national championship game. And they were great at vertically contesting and really protecting the rim, and I thought our guys bought in. Graham had some good ones. Dusty had some good ones. B. Huff had some good ones.
Back in the back there.
Mark, there was a moment in the game where they had the Oakland-Kentucky game on the Jumbotron, and I was curious your thoughts on that first, and it seemed like the crowd was reacting, and it looked like maybe you went to the scorers table to talk to them about it, kind of what happened during that conversation.
I appreciate you saying talk to them about it. Let's go with that description because, I just thought it was, I guess it's protocol, but, we don't need that. It's the NCAA tournament. These kids are involved, and it's the biggest game of their lives. Those officials, it's a big moment for them. Everybody just needs to enjoy the game at hand. It doesn't need to be like the Few House where we're flipping channels every 15 seconds and not watching the show we're supposed to be watching. So, I really think that needs to change. It was impacting the game, and again, the McNeese people were there to watch McNeese. Gonzaga people were there to watch Gonzaga, and it's the NCAA tournament. If you can't get entertained, then get out and let's get somebody else in your seat. Plain and simple.
You're right here in the middle there.
Matthew Travis, KPLC. Coach, at the start you mentioned you beat a really, really good team. You've talked a little bit about it, but what was kind of the key for you guys coming into tonight?
Well, to your point, I think one of the biggest keys was they had our full attention. Full attention. Will's done a great job. They have just put it on people all year. And I think our guys really got that message and bought into that message. And that was a huge part of this, was just the respect we had for McNeese, the respect we had for Coach, and that helped us once, they're statistically, they're, posted some awesome numbers this year, and we showed the guys that and showed what they were capable of doing, especially from three, and Wells when he gets to his right hand, and obviously Shoemate. So I think the respect that our guys had for them was as big a part of this as anything.
Right here in the middle back.
Coach, you mentioned that McNeese really likes to pressure and get up into you. How important is it to have, guys like Ryan and Nolan who have been here before and have dealt with pressure like that? How important is it?
It's huge. It's huge. Especially last year, we weren't operating really with a full-time pure point guard. So, Ryan had great control of that game all night. Did a great job handling everything. But also, they press and trap a lot in the post. So we ran a lot of stuff through Anton. And Anton's terrific at it. I don't know if there's a better guy in the country at, passing and solving things. And Anton brought the ball up the floor a lot. So, that's the luxury you have when you have somebody with his skill set, that you can initiate offense, break presses, invite a post double and we can make plays and get threes out of it. And he was phenomenal tonight.
Down here in the corner.
Yeah, we saw Ben with his ankle taped and some ice on it. Do you know how that happened and what his status is right now?
He hurt it in the St. Mary's game, and it's been bothering him kind of all week. So, we've been trying to give him time off and monitor it as best we can. So it's kind of gets aggravated every time we, play a game or have a real hard practice.
Okay, right here in the middle.
Jim Gazzolo, American Press. Coach, you hit 6 of your first 7 threes when they were doubling down deep. How much do you think that changed what they were doing or take them out of their rhythm?
I mean, it's huge. As I told the staff, once we got in the coach's locker room, like, man, when you make shots, look, everything looks good, and to come out of the gates like that, everybody was kind of on fire. And quite frankly, that hasn't always been the case for us this year, so it's nice to see. And again, part of the game plan was we knew they were going to double and those guys were going to be open. And, we always say hands and feet ready and let her rip. And that's what we did.
Okay, we'll check Zoom really quick. If there's anyone in the Zoom press conference portion of it that would like ask a question for Coach Few, please use the raise hand button and we'll get you on. Okay, seeing none, are there any other questions in the room for Coach? Okay, thank you, Coach. Congratulations. We'll see you Saturday.
You got it. Thanks.
See you tomorrow. Thank you, Coach.